Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Seattle Mariners. The Phillies are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Marco Gonzalez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Digging in, Gene Segura. He will lead this one off today. He's set. Here it comes. Scooped up.
That's ball.
First pitch, 111.
The 0-1. Ground ball left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Now batting, Brendan Lau. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers.
We've seen some pretty good second basemen in the history of baseball. Joe Morgan, Ryan Sandberg, Jeff Kent, some guys that can hit the ball, the ballpark, and this guy fits right into that billing too. A slick fielding second baseman with a lot of thunder in his bat.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Ready with the 2-2. And that misses, so after getting 2 outs with 3 pitches, he's gone full to the third hitter here. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down quickly go the Phillies. So now the Mariners offense gets to work for the first time. We've got no score. Matt Moore is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's having a real solid year, Matt. He won his 15th game of the year in his last start. He's been solid since the season began, and he'd like nothing more than to pick up win number 16 and have 2 quality starts back-to-back.
So stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman.
Here it comes. Dan D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
The center fielder, Kyle Lewis.
Stepping into the box, Kyle Lewis. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. First pitch on its way.
Here. Ball.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
2 out, nobody on. Swing, and he pops him up. And he'll reach down to make the play on the run. A fine defensive effort there retires the side. Mariners are down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, JT Realmuto. From the stretch. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Lewis looks up. And this one is gone. A home run. JT Realmuto with a solo shot. Number 36 on the year for him. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Alec Bohm. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Bohm is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. And that misses 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Liner towards second, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gives more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
No one out with a runner at second. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Working for the punch out and the offering. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. Stepping into the box, Brad Miller. And he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the National League in RBIs entering play.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising to me. I mean, he's a good player, but I don't think many pegged him as one of the best run producers in the game coming into this year. But he's having a breakout.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Ready with the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Misses. Ball 2.
2-2's the count.
1 out and a runner on second base. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He swings and grounds it to short. Crawford gloves it. Throw not nearly in time, so despite the great effort, that'll go into the books as an infield single. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt here. In time as he just gets the tag down. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. Phillies on top 3-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Fielded cleanly, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
At the plate now, Jose Marmolejos. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And the pitch. Down the first baseline. He's got it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Into the box now, Jake Fraley will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here comes another 0-2. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Still down 3-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Jean Segura.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Segura, 30 years of age. He's a 9-year major league vet. Here's the 1-0.
Ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Up and out over the plate, but a called strike. 2-1.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Just got a piece of that one. Perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Full count now. 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. And he lays off there. Ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Riding in once again, Brandon Lau. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
The 0-1 on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up to second for 1. On the first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
The 0-2 pitch. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Phillies go down quietly there, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Back now for the Mariners' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
1 strike.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
The 3-1. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Set and the pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Tremell aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. Back to first, but it's right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Yeah, I like the way he stayed right in there at second base, knowing he was vulnerable, but it definitely influenced the throw to first, way offline, and he's going to get charged with an error as a result.
Striding in, Shed Long, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Long is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there. That It was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. From the belt. Kicks and deals. Hernandez, formerly of Philadelphia. A Philly. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
Yeah, Matty, you mentioned he's playing his former club, and that can get tricky sometimes. I don't know if he's going to dinner with these guys after.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mariners leave one. They trail in this one 3-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, JT Realmuto. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And he will make the catch here on the edge of the warning track as he was just able to get back there and put it away for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Alex Bone.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Alec Bone. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Good downward movement fooled him there. 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
To 2-2 now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Didi.
Coming to the plate now, Didi Gregorius. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. One count. Here's the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2. Didi swings and belts a ball to right field. This is carrying well, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 37 on the year as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Into the box, Brad Miller. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The 0-1 pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
2-2.
And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 4-0 Philadelphia. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that brings up the shortstop J.P. Crawford.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Kyle Lewis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through into left field for a base hit.
Hey, guys, that's not how we draw it up. You want to stay back on that pitch and drive it up the middle the other way. But he got out and around it and was still able to find his way for a knock.
Standing in now, Josh Naylor, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Harper looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
To the plate now, Jose Marmolejos. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Joyce is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Jake Fraley will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And he gets him to go after 1-0-2 as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield. Segura is under it. 2 gone. At the plate, Taylor Tremell. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Pitch on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece. Plate, Tom Murphy. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 4-4. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Two balls and no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1. That's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
So now to the plate, Matt Joyce. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Fifth inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Tremell arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Standing in, Gene Segura. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Ground ball foul down the left side. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
1-1. Runner
at first here, one man out. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. Gone! So a 2-run homer down the line in left, number 22 on the year, and it's now 6-4. In now, Brandon Lau, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far. And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Phillies 6 and the M's 4. Next for Seattle, Shed Long. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Runs up and gets this one down. And a wise decision there to make sure this ball stays foul, and that's the 2nd strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ground ball sent back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
J.P. Crawford stands in as he looks at a called strike. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Runners on first with 1 down. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. And he'll move up to 3rd now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Stepping in now, Kyle Lewis, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Into right field, that's a base hit. And the runner from 3rd scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it 6-5 now.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box now, Josh Naylor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in from Joyce, and that's going to hold the runner at 3rd.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on 2nd had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 in the 3rd. Not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Tyler Massett was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Into the box, Jose Marmolejos, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. No hits to this point. And it's quickly 0-2.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do.
Meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. 1 run is scored. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Dero. After being down by one, big base hit drives in two.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
1-1.
Well, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
So now to the plate, Taylor Tremell. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. 3 runs already home here. Popped him up. Segura shading to his right, and that retires the side. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Mariners 7 and the Phillies 6. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you. Pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. There's a line drive base hit to left field. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
The first baseman, Alex.
Standing in now, Alec Bohm. For short, hit hard. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to 1st and 2nd here.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on 2nd still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the 3rd.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius, pulled toward right center field. Fraley moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
We'll see if moving up to 3rd pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for 3rd, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Aaron Fletcher comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about that, man. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Brad Miller is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Runners are at 1st and 3rd, 1 away. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air into shallow left center. Coming in is Lewis, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. In to score from third is the tying run. It's a 7-7 game.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
To the plate now, Matt Joyce. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Joyce is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. One ball and 2 strikes to count.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-2. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's an 8-7 game. Now he's safe at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Gene Segura standing in. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And a relay to the plate. And he's safe.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Stepping in now, Brandon Lau. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Lewis looks up. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 29 home runs for him on the year, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Here's Bryce Harper now, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Smoke toward the hole. He's got it. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Phillies 12 and the Mariners 7. Now at the plate, Tom Murphy.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Jose Alvarado will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set with the 0-1.
Ball out.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Digging in once again, Shed Long. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. In there, no balls and a strike.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted down the line in left. Chasing after it is Joyce, and they can't run it down. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. High in the air out to center field. Miller is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, number 3.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside contact.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Seattle. They're on the short end of a 12-7 score. In now, JT Realmuto. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And he misses 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Alec Bohm is on deck. 3-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Now to the plate, Alec Bohm. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, ball. 1-0.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop Didi Gregorius now. Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Clyde Washington. It's ball 1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They lead, however. It's 12-7. Ready.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bungo, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Sir Anthony Dominguez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
And he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
At the plate now, Josh Naylor. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Last time through was a base hit. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So striding forward now, Jose Marmolejos. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
2 out, nobody on. Line toward the alley in left center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. So now to the plate, Jake Fraley, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. A pause and the 0-2. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Cannon Middleton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 99, Cannon Middleton.
At the plate, Brad Miller. His career numbers against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. And he goes the other way with it. High and deep down the left field line. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 32 now for the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, Matty B, this has always been known as one of the better pitchers' ballpark. Ken Griffey didn't like to hit here. A-Rod didn't like to hit here. The only guy that seemed to like to hit at this place was Ichiro. Definitely a pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah, without question, Dan. And that's why what they were able to accomplish today with such a high home run total just screams to the ball flying today. Maybe there was a jet stream going out to the gaps. I don't know. But what we saw today is not the norm.
Standing in, Matt Joyce. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. 1-0 the count. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is in there. Baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. In now, Gene Segura, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Joyce rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily, and they're pulling away. They lead by 7.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Into the box now, Brandon Lau, fouled away. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Bryce Harper is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. 2 out with the man at first. Mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
And this is why you can't lose focus for a second when you're behind the plate. Any mistake a catcher makes has serious consequences. This is a pass ball, and the runner moves into scoring position.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
To the plate now, JT Realmuto, and it's fouled away. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here comes the 0-1.
That's the ball.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning is going to turn around.
Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging.
1-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Eric Swanson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. At the plate, Alec Bohm. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. On to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Standing in now, Didi Gregorius. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Going back is the right fielder at the track, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 148 for his career, as they just continue to pour it on here. Into the box, Brad Miller. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lewis is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Stepping in, Taylor Tremell. He leads off this. Archie Bradley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 23, Archie Bradley.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Miller is there, and he has it for the first out. Settling in now, Tom Murphy. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
No balls and 1 strike. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
So now to the plate, Shed Long. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fastball swung on and missed.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Mariners are down in order, and they remain well behind. Odubel Herrera to the plate now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2-0's the count.
Now here's the pitch. Chopper to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. At the plate, Matt Joyce. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
3-2, full count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Ready for another shot now. Gene Segura. He singled his last time up. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and it's through for his 5th hit in 5 at-bats. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Johan Ramirez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 55.
At the plate now, Brandon Lau. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Stepping up now, Bryce Harper singled homer run in his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Lewis. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. The relay to third now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Now batting, the catcher.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. JT Realmuto. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Fouled off. Ramirez is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Tremell will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the ninth. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar. Shane Green, a 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. First offering on its way. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Now the pitch.
No, that's down. Ball.
Hit hard to short. That's through. He's got a base hit, his second in this one. 2 for 5 now.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Into the box now, J.P. Crawford, and he puts it on the ground to second. To second for 1. Back to first, a 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Now in the box, Kyle Lewis from the stretch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Last chance for the Mariners. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
20-7 in this ball game today. Philadelphia rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Tyler Massett earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game,